All right, people, it's fuel can time. We are sitting next to the backhoe, which runs on diesel. And it's very hard to see. That kind of says diesel there. And what's great about these modern tractors is they got these nice big openings. Hi, Diesel. How are you doing? All right, so that's all good. And you're supposed to use ultra low sulfur, which has been the case of what is being sold in the US since about 2007. No big deal. This tractor was from 2012. Yes, ultra low sulfur. Cool. So when it comes to getting the fuel here, you need a fuel can, right? So I'm just going to go over something. Red is normally a gasoline color. Blue is kerosene. Yellow is for diesel. We were having some issues. By the way, we went and got diesel because we were running low on fuel oil, and fuel oil is basically diesel. 2 winters ago. So I got an extra can of that and labeled the can that way. This is not the best choice, but at least it's labeled clearly. Diesel. Proper diesel cans are yellow as stated. So this isn't one that I got probably in about 2012. It's a good size. What does it say? 18.9 liters, 5 gallons. Sounds good. The thing is that the nozzle that came with it was it had like a collar that you'd pull to let the fuel out, and what a pain in the butt. I finally replaced it with this one, but it doesn't quite fit. So the last time I poured it, it literally, as it was shut, because you're supposed to push this thing in like this, and then pull that in to make the fuel go. I didn't have it open. I was getting it up here to pour, and it was dripping all from around here. All done. Done trying to fix that can. And the problem is these cans do cost money. But a miracle happened, and I was searching online. Oh, hear that sound? The sound of the metal can. Metal cans were a thing like 30 years ago, and they used to have like the flexible metal spout that would leak all over the place back before people cared about safety. You don't need safety. But in this case, I said, well, let's take a look. So this is by Eagle. UL listed safety can. And I know there's a lot of sunlight here, but there it is, right? I found this on Amazon. It was like $30-something. And God bless the people in Wellsburg, West Virginia, for building this can in America. And I will say things like that because that's the way I feel. So what am I doing here? This plastic part is the only plastic part on this whole assembly. This is a spring-loaded top. And so if I wanted to pour, I would pull this, and then you can see there's a screen and all that. Or if I want to fill it, I pull this, and I would put the spout from the pump into there. So why is this important? Well, again, the last time I was dealing with this one leaking all over the place, I finally opened that black piece up and just poured it into this nice giant, like 3.5 inch across opening. So this here is much smaller, and opening and pouring into that will not be a problem. So thank you very much, Eagle in West Virginia, for making a can in the USA that looks pretty easy to use. I mean, granted, you got to have a big hand to kind of do this kind of thing. Maybe you could use 2 hands to do that. No big deal. But a lot better than this system where you're arguing with these little bits and pushing this down, and then this is leaking. No, who needs this? Think safety? Safety isn't having leaks all over the place. This is much simpler. This is the only joint we have. Open and pour. It'll pour faster. Good stuff. Anyway, that's the story from George's Fabric Shelter. the house of the 1023E John Deere backhoe. Have a good day.